What's up, my love? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya if this is your very first time here. So y'all, today obviously I'm still on my pastel eye kick and we did play in some new makeup. We got new complexion, we got new primer, we got new eyeshadow. We even did the brows differently. We did play with the new product and did kind of like the fluffy soap brow look today as well. We're just kicking back, hanging out, catching up, and doing some makeup. Before we hop into it, please make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet, so that you are updated when new videos come out. Also make sure that you hit that notification bell as well, so that you are updated when new videos go up. All right, my loves, let's do it. Hi babes, so I am very excited to be sitting down and filming with you guys. It's been a quick little minute, you know what I'm saying? So we are just gonna play in makeup, y'all. That is literally all we're doing. No good reason but the fact that I have so much new PR that I just want to play with, show you guys, and just, you know, chill back and just hang out. Cause I don't know why I feel like we ain't sat down and had a little video session in a minute. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. We are gonna actually start. I'm not starting with brows. I know, everybody calm down. Only because I did tell you guys that I have been trying the soap brow, fluffy brow trend, and that is something that I want to do. Something's weird about my camera. Hold up. Okay, I don't know if that changed anything, but it just wasn't on the right setting that I wanted to be on. Anyway, we're not starting with the brows. We are just gonna dip right into the face first. And then we're gonna get into the brows because Colourpop did just recently come out with a styling wax for Feather Effects styling wax from Colourpop. So they have a tinted one and then they also have one that's clear. And I'm gonna use that on the brows. And I have actually, hold up, I'll talk in a minute. Hold up, y'all. This is the Revolution Pro Hydra Bright Primer. This is a primer serum, so it does have a little bit of skincare in it as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the face. But what was I talking about, y'all? Yeah, soap brows. So I told you guys I have been trying the soap brow trend for the past couple of weeks and I do like it. I love it. And y'all know how particular I am about my brows, but I do know that a very natural look and very natural brow is super in right now. So that's just, that's what we doing, y'all. I like it. So I like this primer too. I did try this for the first time last week and I liked it a lot. I like that it's luminous, so it just gives your skin that extra little shine, luminosity underneath. So I love that. We have a, is this a tinted moisturizer? What we got? We have the Hide and Seek concealer from Morphe too, and then we also have the Hint Skin Tint, okay, from Morphe. They sent over two different shades, three shades. It says that this is sheer to medium coverage. It is a skin tint. We know that skin tints are very popular right now. It does say shake, so we gonna make sure we shake it. I kind of wanted some full coverage today, but we're gonna see. This real, y'all hear that? It's real liquidy. It should be fine. It should be fine. Okay, so this first shade is Hint of Cappuccino. It does come in a dropper, so I'm just gonna drop it onto my skin. This obviously is not my color. This is Hint of Cappuccino, way too light. We have Hint of Caramel, which is probably gonna be too light as well, but you know, we're just, okay. Let's hope the next one is gonna work, or we can't use this. And this is the last one, and this one is Hint of Ginger. This is the closest. Still not what we need her to be, but that one might work. You see how it started to blend into the skin? That might work. Okay, so y'all, I just took a little pause because I hadn't seen it until now, but I have a feature in Sheen magazine. I'll show you guys the magazine probably in a vlog once I get it, but they just sent me a mock-up of my page, and girl, it's cute. Oh, there we go. It's so cute, guys. So this is in the print magazine for Sheen magazine. I will show you guys once I get it because they mailed it out to me, but yay. Okay, now I'm even more in a good mood. Oh, I look so cute. Come on, bun. Girl. As if I didn't send them these pictures. Anyway, I got the giggles. Okay, so what did we say we're doing? Hint of Ginger. So I'm a little nervous, like I said. I don't know. It's so crazy. They have this as a dropper, and it makes you think you can just like rub it in. So one side, I actually am gonna do that. I'm sorry, I'm getting disappearance. If I do that, is that what it's giving? It's giving disappearing. But maybe if you just move it around. I feel like we're gonna try this and I'm gonna end up probably going, okay, I see it. I feel like a sponge is gonna take it away. Maybe if you lightly dab so we can see the difference. Okay, y'all see the difference? This side, I know it got a little, I know it's hanging, but you see the difference of skin tone, how it's like a little more, y'all, I'm so excited that I can't even, girl, I can't even get my words. It's just a little more of a, you know, clearer. I'm sorry. Maya, focus. Okay, it just makes the skin tone look better, period. That's what a skin tint is supposed to do. So we are just going to keep using this. And I'm gonna try to layer it, y'all. I'm gonna try to get some coverage. I'm gonna do it, I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna try, but I think this is my perfect shade. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other two. Okay, so yes, this is giving very much skin, and I'm loving that. I did want to go today for more of a skin-like finish, but I still wanted coverage though, you know? I felt like, yes, I want skin-like, but I wanted to get it full coverage out. It's looking like it's too light on my forehead, but we're gonna blend it out, y'all. Everybody just relax. I think I will add some foundation over this though, because like I said, but at least, you know, we're using it. You guys can kind of see what it's doing, how it acts. But I think I want a light layer of foundation over this because I think I want it to be a little more coveragey. And the skin tint, I don't know if that's the vibe today. I don't know if that's the vibe. I am making sure I'm going under my brows. And the reason, guys, the reason why I like to do those brows, the soap brows afterwards, is because if you do them before, you can't layer on top with foundation and stuff because then it'll color them. Like once the rest of my face is covered, you can see underneath that there's no makeup under my brows and it looks weird. So I like to have makeup on beforehand so that I really get the effect that I need. And so I'm not out in the streets looking crazy. Y'all already know I'm having a hot girl summer, so I can't be out here looking crazy. Which started in April. Ooh, somebody is sitting me down. I'm tripping. God is so good, y'all. I just feel so blessed right now. I just thank him. I just really do. Okay, we're gonna keep going with the makeup, y'all. It's fine. It's cool. Okay, let's do a little bit of foundation on top of this. I'm gonna use my NARS Natural Radiant and just like blot around the face just a little to add some coverage. But y'all get the gist of the skin tint, so don't be like, oh, you didn't even wear it the whole time. Y'all saw the vibe. Y'all saw what happened. And also, if you don't watch the vlogs, today, or the day that this came out, I was on the Tamron Hall show, which for me actually is tomorrow. But if you have not checked that out, please make sure you guys check it out. Very, very excited about that as well. So now we are going to test out these concealers. These are the Hide and Peak concealer, and let's find out what shades they sent us of this. I always love when we get new complexion products because I feel like I get a lot of palettes. I get a whole lot of, you know, other stuff. We have 3 different of these. Love the packaging. I meant to say that about the skin tint too. I am loving this like frosted packaging. Very cute, very modern. Looks super cute sitting on your vanity. Our first one is, ooh, it's on there tight. This one is Peak of Tawny. We have Peak of Sienna. Those look eerily similar. This one is a little lighter. So that's actually really good because that means that they have a really good, you know, range. And then we have Peak of Sepia. Yes, range. Okay, you see how we can see that this is clearly 3 different shades, but they are so close. And I love that. I love that. There was definitely more of a difference when it comes to the skin tint, but I feel like that's cool because of the skin tint, you know, it's kind of meant to blend into your own complexion so they can have less shades. But this, I like that there is not a big difference. It's like the same color, but an undertone. We got more pinker here. We have something more yellow and something more neutral. I like it. I think I'm gonna go for the neutral in the middle. Oh my God, which one was that? Sienna. I'm gonna go for Sienna. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the face concealed today. We are doing more of a skin-like look, but still very much, you know, full coverage. So I'm just hitting it in the spots where I want it, where I always put it. Now, one thing I have not mastered, y'all, with doing the fluffier brows is exactly when to do it. You know, do I do it now? Do I do that's tingling under here, but not anywhere else. That's weird. It's like, do I do it now? You know, or do I do it at a different time? I don't know. And this is very thin, y'all. This is not full coverage. This is not full coverage. Hold up, this feels weird. This is very much a skin-like concealer. I can see that right now. This is not your full coverage vibe type of concealer. This is your, I have some things I want to cover up. I'm about to be running some errands. Let me throw this on real quick. That's what this is. This ain't no full coverage. So I'm gonna try to benefit from letting it sit for a second, but it is a little tingly. It is a little tingly. It's a little tingly. Start to blend this out, and it's not giving a lot of coverage. So like I said, if you're looking for something that's more like skin-like, this would be a good one. It's not like it's just not super duper harsh of a concealer, especially with the colors we have. You would expect it to blend out and be a little bit brighter, but it's not giving bright. We are just playing around, so I need y'all not to judge me. I'm definitely about to layer this with something that's gonna give me a little more oomph in the coverage. Because we're playing, but I also want to get my coverage on. So this is my Colourpop Pretty Fresh, which is also supposed to be more of a skin-like concealer, but it gives full coverage way more than the one that we just put on. I do want to go in with a few or a couple of cream products before we keep going. First of all, I want to use a cream blush. We did just recently get a blush from Milani. This is the Cherry-ish You blush. They had it in a more orange color, but I don't see that one right now. So I am just gonna take a brush and start to apply this a little bit on my cheeks, but I don't wanna go in too much. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. I don't wanna go in too much because this is a very, as you can see, pigmented blush, but it is a cream blush. So we want to put it on, you know, while we're working with our creams. Absolutely love that. Love that, love that. So yeah, I did use the orange one last week on the video that you guys never saw. Video that happened but never happened. So I do like this color, but I'm just saying that to say that was not a first timer for me. It is the first time for the color, but not the product. So next, y'all, I want to use this new brand called About Face. I believe this is Housey. Y'all, I'm ashy. Ooh, I think this brand is Housey's brand. So yeah, this is and I used this before as well, but this is a Light Lock highlight fluid, and it is a highlighter, but it's like a liquid highlighter. So ideally, if you have this, you want to put it on with your creams and everything while you're still blending before powder. So we're gonna add a little bit of this to the tops of the cheeks, but I don't want to go in too much, you know. But I'm just gonna take a brush, probably something like this, a bigger blending brush, and start to move this around. You also can use your fingers. But what I like about this, and I might want to use my fingers because I feel like it's picking up the product underneath. What I do like about this, which I also feel like will look beautiful on just regular skincare skin, is I like that it gives that glow from within look. It doesn't look like you just piled on the highlighter, you know? It gives more of a, you know, my skin is just glistening in the sun vibe versus going in with like a powder highlight or something like that that looks very, if you don't blend it out. Trust me, I have my days where it's not blended. So I am speaking from experience. Speaking from experience. That is one thing that I love about this product. I did, like I said, I did wear this last week and I was in love with that. You know, I need a little blend a little bit right here, so just fine. But you know what I mean? It just gives that It just gives that glow. We're gonna use a couple products that are not exciting that we've used before, you know. So I'm going into my bronzing balm from Soul Body that I always use. Honestly, y'all, I think I'm a powder before I do the brows. I don't know. That's something I have not figured out. I need to go ahead and experiment. About Face also has a highlight stick, and I'm actually gonna use that for like my nose highlight and everything else. Just to go underneath. And y'all, this is not to say that this is all the highlighter I'm putting on. I didn't say that. We're just trying these things out to see how they look, and this is where we would apply it. You know, you wouldn't apply something like this or the highlight fluid. You wouldn't apply that over your powdered face. So we want to just add it now. Let me blend out my forehead, because y'all know sometimes I be struggling with that. Yeah, y'all, we're gonna powder first. We're gonna powder before brows. I want to powder before brows. We do not have a new powder today, so I am just gonna go ahead and with my normal regular smegular Laura Mercier that I love, and we're gonna powder up the face. But we are also being slightly strategic because I still want to be able to see this glow, but it also needs powder on it. So that'll be one of the places where I go over, you know, with the excess of the powder, but directly, you know, we go into those concealed areas to really make sure it's set in and that we're, you know, eliminating the chances of creases. Girl, you got so many of these. Why are you trying to get out the last of it? I'm gonna get all of this. Love this powder. After this little swipe, I'm gonna take the excess and I'm going to just lightly go over these areas. That way we still kind of have that highlight going on. Hello?
Hey.
Yo. What's up? I just took a call from my brother, y'all, and I did go in with Laura Mercier powder. The deeper one everywhere on the perimeter, like I always do. I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer, and this is the colored Raine bronzer in Naughty Spice. This is relatively new, but I haven't used it a lot on my channel. I think I've only used it once when it first came out to show it to you guys. So I'm just gonna lightly give us some bronzer. Y'all, I really need to perfect my forehead because sometimes the ombre be looking, it be looking how I need to look, and then sometimes it be looking real skeptical. It be like, girl, you sure you do this for a living? So I feel like I need to go ahead and practice that on my own time. There's always something that I feel like I can do better. I feel like we always feel like we can get to a point where we feel like, okay, I got it. No, there's always so much more that you can learn, and that's exactly how I feel, especially when it comes to my forehead, because it has been a struggle area for me. Because number one is a 7 head, not even a 5 head. It is a 7 head. It's a big forehead, which I love now. I used to be very self-conscious about it, but I love it now. But it also means that I have a lot of space to work with, so that blend really needs to be there, and when it's not there, it's very noticeable. It's not up to par for me right now for whatever reason, and I really think it's the concealer. I don't know, but give a sister a pass. I've said it. Let's move on with our lives. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. So I'm also gonna go in a little bit with this around the nose area and keep it nice and light, because sometimes I can go in pretty hard with my nose contour as well. Brows. Colourpop, I already showed you guys, came out with these. This one is clear. As you see, I've been all up in there, all up and through. And then this one is tinted, and I've also been all up and through that too. So I'm gonna go ahead in with the clear one. I'm gonna take my spoolie brush. You need more of a thicker spoolie brush, I would say. Not so much the little thin ones that come on the back of like a brow pencil. I would say actually get a brush that's a spoolie. They tend to be a little bit more, you know, able to handle a beating from scrubbing it on a soap or a wax. I am just going to push the brows upwards. Come on, let me try and act like you ain't gonna give me nothing. I'm just gonna push the brows upwards with the wax so that they start to stick. And I'm just pushing them upwards, and then I'm going to shape them here in a minute. But what I first want is for them to just be more flatter. So you see how you push them up and they just stay there? I also sometimes take my finger and push them down so that it really like stays where I want it to stay. which is not a hard thing to do. And it just makes them fluffier. It just gives more of a natural brow look. And then usually I will take my spoolie and then I'll like shape it up, because you know, you should probably cut them to make sure they are looking how you want them to look first. Then go up top and kind of shape them up. You probably don't have to do that if you cut them the way they need to be cut. And I will go ahead and go on record and say right now, because I'm noticing it, you probably need to do this before you set, because it's moving the product. I would say do your foundation and all of that first, and then go in with this, if you plan on wearing all the makeup, of course. If not, it's not a big deal, obviously. I'm gonna go into my brow pomade from Morphe. It was like, we're using a lot of Morphe today. And I am just gonna go in and just start to really like perfect my shape. This one has a better shape than the other one. I don't know if it's because I get, you know, happy with the cutting them, trying to shape them the best way that I can, but this one has so much more of a better shape. So with the pomade, I'm just filling in the gaps, but also just kind of feathering them out more, making them look more full. So I feel like I needed more of a fuller brow look. See how this one is so light? You know what I'm saying? Like with a full face of makeup, you need a little extra something. So that's what I'm doing with this. And you want to go in the direction of the brow hairs. So the question is, do we sculpt or do we not sculpt? I feel like most people that do this trend kind of don't want it to be sculpted, because you want that feathery look, especially at the top where you can kind of see it being a little more straggly, you know? It's like that's actually the vibe for the look. But then again, you might want to go ahead and sculpt it. So I'm going to take my Laura Mercier concealer and I'm just going to very loosely put that under there, and then take my brush from Color Raine that I always use and use that to just sculpt underneath and make them more tailored. So in that way, we have the fluffy brow trend, but we also got some sculpt underneath, you know? And I like the combination of the two. Before we move on to the eyes, I am adding a little bit of extra highlights onto my cheeks to make it pop a little bit more. You guys know I have been really on the more matte face look since this year has started, and I'm still on that, but sometimes, you know, we just gotta throw the highlight up in there, baby, and today is one of them days. But we did not add any extra highlight to the nose and the lip, and look how she popping. Look how it's popping from the from the highlighter stick. So love that. Don't feel like I want to put more there, but I just wanted my cheeks to be just a little more, you know, doing its thing. So we still see the blush as well. Oh, I love those products that are, you know, liquid and cream underneath. I just love it because it doesn't look like products sitting on top of the face. It looks like it's just your face, you know, like I don't know if that makes any sense, but for me, that's what it looks like. Okay, we're gonna move on to eyes, y'all. Just give me a second. Do you see how the powder highlighter looks more like it's sitting on top of the face versus the other one looking just like good skin? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I still like this, but you can clearly see the difference between the powder highlights and the liquid highlight. So we gonna zoom in a little bit because we about to play with a new eyeshadow palette. Come on. Okay, so you guys might be able to see, don't mind the eyes, we haven't primed them yet, just a little foundation from the creases. But you might be able to see like the spaces I was talking about within the brows. That would make it extremely weird looking had we not put on foundation and stuff before. That is why I opt for having your foundation and stuff on already and then putting it on over that. So let me go ahead and prime my eye real quick before we look at this palette. So LA Girl just came out with some palettes. This is their Hey Hey Vacay eyeshadow palettes. This did come with two different palettes. First one is Under the Palms and the second one is Good Times and Tan Lines. I feel like we just did brown. Not brown. What did we do, y'all? We just did green. Let me decide. Is this even the one we want to use today? So we also have these remix palettes from BH Cosmetics and they are really cool. They are kind of like based on different decades. Like this one is the 80s. This one is our 90s one. This is 90s. And the names of them are different, like songs. Hit Me Baby, Say My Name, Creep. You know, that's so freaking freaking cute. I love that. We might be going pastel again, y'all. Let's just do it. Maya, don't think about it. Okay, I think I'm gonna play with the LA Girls a different time. I think I'm just going to go into this one, and this is the 90s palette from BH. I think we're going all matte today. And the color that I think is gonna go on the lid is this one right here. I think I wanna go peach. We also need to set the eye. It'll go on nice and smooth, and you don't have to worry about it, what the word I'm looking for, oxidizing and setting into like the liquid of the concealer. This shade is called Can't Touch. We are gonna go ahead and stamp the eye. Okay, I'm just patting it. It's nice and matte, so we're just gonna pat it all over the lid. Oh, this look gonna be cute. I can feel it, girl. I can feel it. Our stamping to get our color payoff and then moving it around. Now, I feel like what I'm doing might be a little harder. You possibly wanna go in with your crease shade first before doing this if you want it to be easier. I just didn't think about that until just now. I'm gonna take my blending brush and I'm gonna dip into, I think I'm gonna go with no. Oh, it's not damaged, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go into No Scrubs, which is the deeper shade there. And I'm going to start to blend that into the corner of that. This is a dense brush, and I just wanna start blending it, but I don't wanna take it out too far because it is such a deeper color. I want that color to just kind of hover over the lighter color for now. This is gonna take a little work. So I'm gonna take the same brush that I use for this color and start to push it outwards, but making sure that I'm not going in too much with the color, just a tad bit, because I don't want to bring it out more. I want to blend it into the skin. Then I'm dipping another color into Wannabe right here, and I'm gonna use that to blend out No Scrub. So I did the other eye off camera, but y'all, I don't know what it is because I've never had this issue before with BH Cosmetics in their eyeshadows. It is kind of fading. And then it's also just not staying. Like maybe I'm layering too much. I don't know what it is, but at this point I'm about to just try to stop so that I don't mess it up. Cause I like the look, but especially this lighter color, it's doing something weird. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. And we just gonna call it a day like this. It's not the best as far as me and how I would want it to look, but you know, I feel like I did the best with what, you know, I was with the formula that I'm getting right now. And I don't know, it could be me. It could be me, y'all. It's possible that it's me. It's just not doing what I want it to do. I'm gonna throw on a liner. I think I wanna go ahead and wing this out and pop on some lashes. Also, just to mention, the one that I put on top is a liner glue. So I went into my Morphe for the wings, but I did use this liner glue from IMB, lash glue, and it stick right on there. Save us some time and some energy and some stress, girl. Anything that can save some stress, I'm here for it. I personally do not want to go in with any bottom lash color or anything. I just kind of want it to be bare. So I'm just going into my mascara on the bottom. So Colourpop also just recently came out with some cheek palettes. So this one is Cream Slice. This one is Sparkler, which obviously is a little deeper. I think just to use it in today's video, I'm gonna add this color here to my nose. Girl, no mirror. Maya. Add it to my nose highlight to get, ooh. Y'all see that extra shine I just gave? I feel like I'm going to verify and I might put it on the screen. I think this is a cheek product, but obviously we can use it for multiple things. But I believe this is a cheek product. I think I want to reinforce my blush with this one, which I feel like really, you know, complimenting the look right now that we decided to go into. So I think I'm gonna go into that. Oh. Very, very pigmented. And my dumb butt is also using the same brush from earlier, so that probably is aiding in the problem. Let me grab a different brush. No, it's not. That thing is just pigmented. No, I don't think it was the brush. I think it's the, that rhymes. I don't think it was the brush, it was the blush. Bars. So yeah, that is the vibe. We used that. Now we can say we used it. And what else can we use, y'all? I think that's about it, because my camera is definitely about to die as well. So I am gonna line my lips. I'm gonna use this new Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0. This one is in the shade Rich Brown. And I'm going to continue to line the lips. I love this color. I feel like that is gonna be one of my staples. I love that. And y'all don't pay attention to the fact that my lips are very dry. I'm gonna put on my NARS lip balm just to get a little bit of some moisture in there. And e.l.f. recently collaborated with Jen Atkin, and I think I want to use one of the lip products in there. Bring It On Brown is a shade of this. And it looks like that. I don't know if this is gonna work for this look, but I thought about it. It was like, I feel like this might be cute. I like this color. I don't know if we're gonna rock with it with this, but I love this. I just feel like we need something a little lighter on the lips as well. You know, it's giving dark vibes that I feel like is not really complementing the eye vibes we got going. Are we okay with this, y'all? Are we okay with this? I don't know if we're okay with this. Is it just me? Am I the only one that feels like my eyeshadow is fading away? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Anyway, maybe we want to balance it with a gloss, but I don't want to mess the lip up. I don't know, I just feel like it should be more pinky tone than brown tone. Oh, y'all, I think this is it though, because I just can't. This is the finished look, y'all. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see what's popping, and then we're gonna wrap up. All right, my love, so that wraps it up for today's video. Thank you for hanging out with me and just playing in some makeup. It's been over a week since we sat down and just, you know, did a little makeup, so I felt like it was overdue. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Comment below, let me know if you tried any of these new products, if you plan on trying them, if you like them. And also make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.